Have a little yawny yawn.
Good morning and welcome to Lex's Yawn Fest.
Hi.
Did I wake you up, Lex?
No, I've been awake for a few hours actually. We were me and Alana were talking the other day about yawns, and she doesn't have contagious yawns. Like she doesn't like if I yawn, she doesn't yawn. She's like, "Oh, I haven't yawned in about 3 years." It's like, what the frick is wrong with you?
She must just not be aware she's doing it.
No, apparently it's a thing. I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, no, you must yawn, but she's not a contagious. And we were all trying it because me and Charlie were like, ah. She's like, no. Whereas you only have to say the word yawn to me.
Let's say you just talked about yawning and it made me yawn.
I'm fighting it back right now, like, But no, apparently it's a sign of a psychopath. So
what if you don't yawn?
Yeah, if you're not an empathetic yawner.
Well, there we go. That's nice for you to know your psychopathic friends. Good morning, chat. Who's in? Let's see. There's Heather, who's just going to catch the start before heading off to her booty. Sparkle's Thrifting Emporium. I don't think I've seen that name before, but sometimes people change their names, don't they? So, Jackie Egerton, Shirley Boland, Jeanette says Made Alive. She's been able to catch up the last few months. Janet Vincent, Clapham Coins, New England. Thrifter. That's not an F, is it? Thrifter.
You're not sure.
Thrifter, Rebecca Turner, Laurel, Scooby Shaggy, Kelly's there. Hi, Kelly. Chris Tyler, Jason, the reselling gamer, Entwistle, and that scrolled off in my hand. Gillian Holbrook, Kerry North, Jane Wathan, Kenaz Paintzings, Emma Burks, Dawn, Jane Walters, Joan, Elaine D, Loch Ness Monster. Again, people are saying your hair is very nice. See, told you. Didn't I say that? Diane Brinklow, Elizabeth Vickers, it's gone off in my hand again. Linda Orme, Tasty, Cassie. Handmade by Louisiana, Louise Benfield, Joan Morris, Jemba Chamberlain, and Jewelry Sells. Good morning, everybody. Good night.
Right. The reason I might look slightly better than normal is because I've just done a video about the Charlotte Tilbury makeup that I bought.
Oh.
So, and yeah. So that was just on.
There you go. Joan says hair looks gorgeous, Lex. Our morning, Betty and Sandy. Natalie's cooking bacon, which should be lovely, but she likes smoked bacon, so now the house stinks of smoked bacon. Smoked bacon is grim.
I like smoked bacon.
Unsmoked all the way.
Crispy smoked bacon.
No, limp, unsmoked bacon.
God. Why did God even give you taste buds? They wasted on you.
Crispy bacon's horrible.
It's not.
Hi, Liz.
Yeah.
Heather says, love the makeup vid. Very, she doesn't say that. She said it in words. Love the makeup vid. Very interesting.
Thank you.
Clapham Coins agrees it's got to be smoked. No, unsmoked. See, everyone thinks you're looking good, Lex. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you very much. Also here. I'm in the also ran section over on this side. Thank you, Kelly. Lainey says smoky crucified bacon, and Joe says unsmoked crispy. We've split the world into bacon preferences now. Yeah,
it's like that thing. When you have a slice of toast, which way do you cut it? Now I like a diagonal triangle.
Don't mind a diagonal. I can put up with a half, but the freak who cut it lengthways down the middle, I'm like, what? Who are you?
Yeah, that's just insane. Like that's like. I think wars will start over that, you know.
Thank you, Joy. Joy says we both look great. Joy, they're coming in with the tact and diplomacy. Most people are agreeing to the crispy smoked bacon thing, even though they're all long. Josh says he likes overcooked bacon. I know, Josh. I've just watched you gnawing your way through something that looked like it had been, I don't know, dried out. It looked more like biltong than bacon, what Josh was eating this morning. My parting doesn't look central on the camera. It looks very white because it needs dyeing, but it doesn't look central. Treasure says, in a roll or a bap, I'll get me coat. And Josh says, in a barn. I think he means barm. Bacon in a barn. It's a roll. I think you will find it's a roll, and it's tomato sauce.
Brown sauce, crispy bacon, bread roll, brown sauce. End of. Okay.
Limp, unsmoked bacon in a bread roll with butter and tomato sauce at a push, but I'm happy without the sauce altogether. Morning, Steve Green, who says
something in Brummy.
Wagwan women. He's the blackest black man of all, isn't he, Steve Green?
Yeah.
Go on, Gaynor. Don't think it counts, Gaynor, if I'm just tacked on the end as of course. Shut up, Josh, you weirdo.
Oh, Josh, honestly, I told that to Alana the other day, right? Now, I've known Alana for like 14, 15 years. And she was like, oh, yeah, I do that. I'm like, well, you put sour cream on a lasagna? And she's like, yeah, I'd probably do that. It's like, dear God.
We can't be friends anymore.
I thought I knew you.
Nearly broke me and Josh that. Clapham Coin says, question is fried or grilled? Fried.
Fried.
Because when you grill bacon, it just sort of goes...
Actually, I oven mine sometimes because then it goes proper crisp.
Yeah, I don't want it crisp. I don't want that. Literally, unsmoked bacon. Threaten it a bit with a frying pan. You're done. Anne Pennicott in, and Nadine. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Mary Fitch. Yeah, see, Diane's in there with the oven cooked with you.
Yeah, oven cooked is good. Oven cooked bacon.
Emma Burke says ketchup.
No
ketchup. If sauce was a prerequisite, then it'd have to be ketchup. But I'm quite happy to just not. Morning, Lisa, who says she's a new subscriber. Welcome. Sandy says I'm making her feel hungry. Good morning, JR Reselling.
Suddenly decided to go all watery. Oh dear God.
It's the thought of my bacon making you cry, isn't it?
I think it is, It's like you're just ruining food.
I can't stand it anymore.
No, honestly, it's just like, oh dear God, no, the poor bacon. Oh.
Well, nobody think of the bacon.
I know. The humanity.
Lainey says the bacon microwavers are as bad as the long way bread cutters.
What the hell is that about?
Smoked bacon in the air fryer. Tomato sauce with a bit of mustard. Oh, there's some very odd people. There's some of you are very odd. Mind you, who are watching us, so you all must be a bit odd. So you haven't been car booting?
No, my sister did ask if I wanted to go to Sully this morning, and also Cowbridge is on, apparently.
Car boot sale?
Yeah, like once a month, but it's posh tat because it's Cowbridge. But I was like, I'm fine for stuff, and I don't really get FOMO.
Well, I've just said this to my waffle this morning, that the pickings at today's car boots, I've done 2, have been so poor that I feel a lot better about my death pile now, because it's reminded me that come the winter, the pickings get a bit shite.
Yeah.
So I feel a lot better about my death pile now. My death pile's been worrying me, but after today, I'm like, oh, I'm not worried about it anymore.
Yeah. Like I've got enough. I definitely am okay. Thank you.
I'm going to turn your camera off if this carries on. It's all about me, darling. All about me. Do you want to see my filler bag?
Yes. I want to see everything.
Right, that's not filler bag. That's not filler bag. This bit underneath is filler bag. You won't like it. It's full of shit you won't like. I did pay 50p for this. This is not filler bag. This is either going to be worth £1 million or fuck all. It's one of those things. You ready?
So not somewhere in between?
No.
Oh.
Now, I think this is someone who has just done a glass class. Someone who's done a... What was it called when you do a glass making, because it's very primitive. Painting.
Yeah. Is that Sharpied on, though? Is that
Sharpied? No, that's actually in the glass, because I tried robbing that. But it might be sharp. It is painted, but yeah, just very, very primitive.
That's cool.
Somebody did a glass class. If somebody would like to pop up in the chat and say, oh, yes, that's the celebrated glass artiste, blah, de blah, blah, and his stuff sells for £1 million at auction, that would be great. Thank you. I paid 50p for that.
And this is where, yes, Stephen Stall 69 comes in. Thank you. And goes, yes, that is, an early Lalique. And,
yes.
It's not that.
That's what I'd like to hear. An early something, an early example of the blah blah period, and very rare, and yeah.
And in fact, they only made one, and yeah, it's been missing for years. You can turn me off if you like.
Good morning and welcome to the Lex Appreciation Society get-together.
Please,
Gathered you all here this morning to boost Lex's ego. At this rate, your head's going to start growing.
Carla said this morning, like, "Oh, your hair looks nice." I'm like, "Oh, I just washed it last night," and the dye is coming out. The dye is washing out.
And I said, "Oh, it's a lovely tone at the moment." Sometimes as the dye washes through, it reaches a really nice colour, and you're like, you wish you could maintain that colour.
Yeah, which I can't, because like actually you can't see the back of my head, which is green and yellow and long and curling up, and doesn't look very. It's literally only this bit that looks okay. The back is looking really bad.
But by the time you leave, you've made your impression, so it doesn't matter what the back of you looks like.
That's true. And besides,
I remember reading the story once about a guy who only polished the fronts of his shoes. He said, because by the time I leave the room, it's too late to make a first impression.
But also because they're too busy looking at my cute ass.
Looking at your derriere. Good morning, Moira and Record Rack UK. Elaine says it's not Lalique, it's Katik. Joan is desperately trying to boost my ego, bless her. Thank you, Joan. Morning, Lee. So, this is my actual filler bagness. In filler bag, I got this, which is a little money organizer thing by a brand called Knock Knock. Never heard of them. But it's like that budgeting system I had. That it's a bit like that. Look, it's got a bit that's fallen out on the floor. That's always useful.
Is that Money's?
No, unfortunately not. It was a little pad of post-its. It's got note and do, and then a little spending pad. Just novelty value, really. Oh, look at that! I'll get that. Fill a bag.
Why not?
A couple of loose-bottomed Keyshank fan tins.
With the fur. No, okay.
That's apple bottom. Loose bottom tins with the edge with the flute. 2 of them. Apparently this one's 23 centimeters, you know.
No.
Nice big bag of curtain rings.
Ooh, that's a nice big bag.
More than one size in there. Random bag of curtain rings. Oof, nice big curtain ring. Morning, Angela. There's a little fly in here. Will you please leave? 3 of these. It's probably vintage because surely nobody's making this anymore, are they?
I would have thought, yeah.
Little sort of, I don't know, salad dish things.
No, you put your twiglets on them at Christmas at the buffet.
For your swingers parties.
Yes.
Yeah. A Kath Kidston tray. Never seen this one before. This is Home Farm, apparently. Filler bag is rubbish. Everything was rubbish today. It's been a rubbish day. 3 of these, when 4 would have been much nicer. These are Midsummer Ball mugs by Julie Dodsworth for Queens. 4 would have been lovely.
Go on then. 3 blind mice.
I don't know if I can remember 3 blind mice. No, I can remember Farrah Jack, apparently.
Yeah.
I can't remember how you get the top one. No, I can't remember all of it.
Well done, though. That's lovely.
I got as far as Dormez-vous.
Brilliant stuff. 3 deaf mice.
Stall, look. Look, Stall.
Is it worth millions?
Not going to give him any hints. I just want him to go, oh my God, that's amazing. I'm so glad you've got that. That's brilliant. Stall. Waiting, Stall.
I don't think it is. You never know.
Thanks, Lainey. Lainey says I can be in her band.
Yay.
Nobody else, Cassie, because I was first one out the car boots this morning, so nobody else had chance.
Oh, oh yes, you could put a succulent on it. Oh.
Sorry, I got lost in the side chat. A succulent, yes. Yeah, I suppose, yeah. Some sort of little trailing shell plant thing. Morning, Aish.
I won't ask if you want a coffee because Vincent. I'll have a coffee. Morning, Carla.
Morning, Mummy. Did Mummy just say she's not offering everybody a coffee? Morning, Lisa. I won't ask if you want a coffee because every bugger will want one.
Yeah, because yeah.
And this, which has got 3 something written on the bottom, and R44. Now, do you remember how you used to write
44 rand? That is 44 rand.
But you remember how you used to write 3 shillings? So 3 slash.
Why would I remember that?
Yeah, but you've seen it on the back of books, surely. 3 slash dash would be 3 shillings.
3 slash dash would be 3 shillings.
Yeah.
No. Mum says no. 3SH. 3SH.
No, on the back of books, they would write 3 slash 6 for 3 and 6pence. I don't think I've got any old books.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so 3 slash would be 3 shillings, and then if the dash is after, then there's no pence. Yeah. So 3 shillings and no pence.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I wouldn't have thought that was that old. I assumed that this was modern tourist tap. Yes, I mean, if that's marked at 3 shillings, don't know. Unless there are other countries that still write their currency that way when they write on stuff.
Kenya. See? 44 rand. Yes, South African. That's South African. So what's in what's Kenyan? Shillings. There you go. It's Kenyan shillings.
Okay.
Well, no, I mean, they still do shillings.
They still do shillings, apparently. It's not from Kenya. Stephen's probably right.
But they're probably doing like Zambia and places like that.
Zambia. Shillings.
And another one of these
that does the rent then.
Yes.
Okay.
Another one of these for photographing purposes. And that's it. That's my filler bag.
No.
Random ball bearing that I didn't mean to buy. It just must have been in the bag. And now it isn't. That's it. Filler bag. Nothing very exciting today. Nothing very much today. Oh, and I got Josh a piece of Pyrex, which he had. I gave it to him already.
Did Josh do filler bag?
Josh did filler bag and not much else. He sent me a message saying, I've just finished at the one, I'll join you at the other. And I was like, you're not going to like it when you get here. And I was right. He didn't like it when he got there. It was just kids' clothes and nothing for Joshy. The second car boot did not give Joshy any happy.
No pay jam.
Hello, Deb Hughes. And there's Mama Tins as well. And I see last week I said that we hadn't seen Mama Tins for a while, and there she is.
There she is, as if by magic.
Yeah. And there's Craig the Monocle. He's just got back from the car boot.
Hello, Craig the Monocle.
Craig, I went out the other day and spent the gift voucher you gave me for my birthday. So thank you very much. You got me 2 new tops. Well, you nearly got me 2 new tops. I had to put a bit to it.
Very nice.
Yeah. It annoyed me because I've got 2 other vouchers, one from you, one from Heather, and they won't let me spend them in the shop. They're spend online only. And I was like,
what?
Yeah, they're e-vouchers only. So.
Oh, well, that's silly. Didn't say that.
We haven't got any way of processing them. We've got a fucking till. They should make that work. Oh, Yvonne's been the car boot.
That's ridiculous. I bet Craig's done well at car boot.
Have you bought lots of wonderful things, Craig?
Got Ming vase, a bucket of diamonds, 20p.
47 of those Mewtwo cameras that he picks up every week.
Yeah, all the time.
I'm an old lady now. I got myself a pack of Mac. We went out Thursday, as you probably saw. You may not have watched the video, but you've probably seen the video pop up in your thing. We went out Thursday to Noah's Ark Zoo Farm.
I did watch. I
really
as it came out.
Could have done with a lightweight rain Mac because I had my jacket that was too fucking warm, but if I took my jacket off, I was too wet.
Mm-hmm.
So I came home and had a look at Pack of Macs on all the websites, and they're bloody expensive. So when I saw this one this morning, I thought, I'll have it. Blackbird, I'll have it. No.
Your mother did look funny in hers, though.
With her massive hood.
Yeah.
Thing is, it's got those things here that you're supposed to alter the hood with to make it fit, but she says they don't work. I should imagine more like she hasn't even found them. She hasn't noticed them.
No, she would go like, "Oh no, your father used to do that. I couldn't possibly do that."
£1 each for a Karen Millen, whatever this is. I think it's a cardigan. Yeah, Karen Millen drape net cardigan jobby. I bought clothes today, and I did not need clothing stock, but the pickings
You really
were so
don't
small.
need clothing stock.
The pickings were so shit that it was like buy clothes or buy now. Jigsaw dress, fresh from the dry cleaners. I think it's silk. It might be. It might be silk. Hang on. Oh no, it's like it's linen. Why would you get? Well, it's linen with a silk trim. I was going to say, why would you bother getting a linen dress dry clean? But if you've got linen with a silk trim, then yes, you would. Yeah. So £1 for that. What's going on, everyone? Josh, you gave me some more hammer to add to my hammer bundles, which I'm collecting.
Hammer.
Second car boot, very poor. Very, very poor.
That trench lane.
Yeah, really poor pickings. I got 2 paper chase notebooks, which are slightly warped where they've stored them, but they're actually brand new and unused, and they're really nice notebooks. So by the time I flattened them, hopefully I'll be able to pop them on the bay. I'll stick them under a big stack of books. Oh, thank you to everyone who watched the video, and thank you for saying happy birthday to Natalie. Got a brand new with tags pretty green coat for £3, and he bought a dead tortoise shell.
Wow.
It's definitely not a tortoise inside it. He's not just lying in there waiting for you to go away.
Is it just add water dead tortoise, you know, and then it'll like boing. Might be.
This is the only exciting find from, and it's not that exciting, so don't all get on the edge of your chairs. But this is the only worthwhile find from this second car boot sale, and it is.
What?
It is. Teach yourself Mandarin Chinese and teach yourself Russian.
Russian.
They sell for about £30 each, and I paid £3 for the 2 lots. So
Russian.
Yeah.
Vodka, Kalashnikov, Perestroika, Natalie. Natalie.
Natalia.
Natalia.
Hi.
Hi, happy birthday. Did you have a nice birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
New top.
What's it say?
It's but a scratch.
It's a scratch.
Come back and fight, you coward. It's
Nice.
just a flesh wound.
Mere flesh.
What's a cream press, Josh?
Bye.
What's a cream press? And I'm sure you're going to come back and say it's for pressing cream. Bye now. People are wishing you happy birthday for Thursday. She says thank you, everyone. Who presses cream? Why would you press cream?
Would you? I don't know.
Butter press, I've heard of.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Cream press,
would you press it many times to make butter?
yes, Lena Tal, buying more crap. Indeed, I am. How I make my money.
That's a bit rude.
So the rest of it is clothing, and mostly only bought because I like the print. So this has got little birds on it. It has a bird on it.
There's a bird on it.
Can you give me a snip?
You for a snip?
Thanks.
Oh, what's that? Is that a skirt? Is that a skirt or new jeans? Is that new jeans or skirt?
What have we got there, Nat?
Sure.
Shorts.
Shorts.
They're going to jump today.
Jump for my love.
This has horses on it.
Like with the kids, can you specify that?
These were £3 for £1. So again, that's the only reason I got them is because they had nice animal prints and they were £3 for £1. And that one's white stuff. That's not an animal print, but it is white stuff. I would not have bought clothing today if it had not been cheap.
Yes, a castration tool, like a vice, and then it slowly.
These are those.
God, how long ago did you buy those?
The other week when we went to the water bowl.
Fat face jumper dress.
Who are you calling fat face?
Yay.
That's a nice jumper.
Yeah, like I said, these are 3 for £1, so I bought stuff that I definitely didn't need. And then this was £1, I think, but that's a yours clothing one. Nothing very exciting in today's haul.
I don't know. I mean, you could be learning to speak Russian pretty shortly.
Oh yeah, or Mandarin Chinese. I haven't, Yvonne, I'm afraid.
Nah, that's a different top. How have you done that?
It's called changing your clothes.
Swans. Can I have another snip, please?
Why am I in the snip department? Oops, there goes all your hair. You still got the stringy bit. Reverse. There you go.
Thanks. Who's coming up then? Oh, no.
Do I need shorts for holiday? I'll need shorts, won't I?
If you're going to get your legs out, you'll need shorts.
That's Michael Maxon.
It is Michael Maxon. Yeah, 20p.
20?
Yeah. And 20p each for the. I bought this mainly because it was the tiniest jelly cat I've ever seen.
Oh, that's like edible.
It's a teeny tiny jelly cat sheeple. With magnetic, he's got magnetic fingers, magnetic hands.
You wouldn't give that to a child, would you?
Presume not, no. And then this one is a Moulin Roti La Grande Famille glove puppet.
I beg your pardon. Moulin
Roti La Grande Famille.
La Grande Famille. It's a cat, I presume.
Ready? Yeah. Surprise!
Very nice.
You think you're clever, don't you? Bell Empire Vintage Cream Maker. Okay. James wants to know if you're going somewhere hot. We don't know.
I hope it's hot. I mean, I've looked at the weather things, and it says like it should be around 25, 27, which is warm enough.
We haven't told them we're going yet, mate. This is a.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Hi. Trouble. How are you doing? Your hair's got really long.
Hi.
Hello, small child. Not quite so small.
Getting big, aren't they?
Yeah.
They keep growing.
Going to be little Lex, though, no matter how big she gets.
I don't know. If she reaches 6 foot, then this one will have to be little Lex on there, won't she?
I'm all right with being little Lex because that will be. I'd quite like the irony.
No, so at 8 months she'll still be little Lex.
Nat just called you old. We're going to Mallorca, people. Lex and I and Natalie are going to Mallorca. The beginning of October. We found a dirt cheap deal. It's been a little bit tarnished by the realization of how much the COVID testing costs.
Yes,
taking the edge off the cheap deal.
It's basically like the whole testing type scenario is basically the cost of the holiday
and
again.
Complicated, yeah.
And more complicated because England rules are different to Welsh rules. And I'm flying into England, but then I'm going home to Wales.
Yeah,
and I'm coming home early because I
cannot wait to go somewhere.
And I muscled in on their holiday, and I've got to leave 2 days early, so even more complicated again.
It gives us 2 days to get over you.
Yeah, to go. She's gone.
We'll spend the last 2 days crying because we miss you.
Thank you. Don't believe in that.
Scooby Shaggy says, are they not scrapping the COVID abroad test? If they are, I wish they'd do it before we go, because that'll be one less complication that we need to work out how to manage. At the moment, the rules seem to be that we have to have a test 3 days before we come home while we're out there, and then we have to have a test 2 days after we get back. And it's not that we're not willing to abide by the rules, it's just that it's been very difficult to fathom the rules out. It's been very difficult to work out what you've got to do and how you do it. So it's all very well for them to say, you need to have a test while you're out there, but you're like, how? Where? In a strange language? What? Can I have more of a clue, please? You know. Yeah. So
and you think as well that you would be able to get these tests in places, but EasyJet have apparently partnered with Boots to do the whole testing thing. That's cool. So I went into Boots and they were like, oh, we know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
certainly the ones when you come back, apparently you can have those done at the airport. So I'm tempted to go with that. But the one that you have while you're out there is the complicated one. But we've got the joy of the fact that because you're coming back before we are, you get to be the guinea pig.
Yeah, I get to be the guinea pig, but remember, different rules in Wales, so I might have to do it and you don't. We're much stricter in Wales. It's still mask on here, and well, actually, that's probably the only difference. But like I'm sure the entry into and out of Wales might be different. You said exit out is okay because it depends the country.
Yeah, the testing on the way out depends on the country you are going to. And to go to Spain and the Spanish islands, if you have a COVID passport, then you do not need to have a test before you go out.
Mine's a printy outy one. Look, I got a printy outy one.
Mine's an appy one. I don't even know where my phone is, but it's on the app.
You know why? Because again, Wales, we're not part of the NHS app thing, so I can't just have it on my phone. No, I've got to take a printy outy one. Thanks, Lisa.
And then still saying you can buy tests that are monitored online. You take them out there with you and you're monitored via Zoom and get scanned insult result £30 each. Stall, if you have a link for that, I would love you to send me that because I've not come across that.
Please, yes, please.
Mary said, will you be filming? And Gaynor says, please do some filming. I'll probably vlog a bit while I'm there, but it won't be very I would tend to spend my holiday having a holiday. Yeah. Having a holiday is kind of the plan.
I will say
a little bit of vlogging.
I will say no, I won't. I want a holiday, and I won't. So sorry. Chin chin.
Lisa also loves your hair. Lisa Fenn loves your hair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, my pack with me will be a very short video because I'm literally just taking a rucksack. I can tell you now, 5 pairs of pants, 3 dresses. I'm going to wear probably this.
You've got to have enough pants and a spare pair. If you're going for 5 days, it has to be 6 pairs.
Okay,
that's
6 pairs of pants then, just in case. And a bag of makeup and stuff, and my shoes, and like 2 pairs of socks and some flip-flops. That's it. That's all I'm taking.
Angela Cotter saying, why do you need a COVID test if you've got the jabs? Because the jabs don't work. Because jabs don't stop you getting COVID.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't.
Said all along, the jab does not stop you getting COVID.
Yeah, they don't stop you getting it. They just make it less harmful.
Make you less likely to die from it, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are, Lolly, yeah. Yeah, Martin's saying my sister-in-law. Yeah, like I said, I did know that you have to do the test 3 days before. I did know about that. That's fine. What we're saying is we don't know where you do that. That's the bit that's complicated, is where you go for that. So, yeah. But assumedly, the people in the holiday destinations will know where you go for that. They're going to have that information, aren't they? Because they'll have been dealing with it for several weeks now. So it's not new to them. It's only us it's new to. Morning, Lil.
Elaine, don't worry, I'm not stupid. I will take suntan lotion. I've already bought it.
I never take it. I never take it. I always either buy some while I'm out there or use Tammy's. Tammy's not going, so I'll burn.
I've got makeup that is factor 15 and one that is factor 50. I've got a factor 30 that I'm taking with me, and I've got a factor 50, and I've got aloe vera cream. Don't worry, and Linda, I've been on holiday before, you know. I've got, with my passport, I have got my medication, and I have got the thing that says what medication I take as well.
Despite all appearances, Lex is an adult who does know how to adult.
I do. I'm not. I might look stupid, but I have got 2 degrees and a master's, and I'm not actually an idiot. And I've
had a message from a lovely lady called Laura Mealing, and she says, I've just got back from Mallorca myself. The testing thing is very simple. If you need any help, let me know. You can just walk into any test centre while there for your test before coming home. They are very easy to come across, and they're multiple in each resort. That's great to hear. I'm just putting. I'm presuming that you're also there in the chat, Laura.
Which is great. We also need someone from Wales.
Anyone from Wales?
That's been to the Balearics, like to tell me what to do, because Jordan, right, eBay, when you're on holiday, now I do auctions every single day. The week before I end my auctions, and then I have them start them again while I'm out there, and then I put it on holiday mode. Don't worry, it's in my passport.
I'm telling you now, if I get a phone call while I'm out there going, hi, we've got your little girl here, and I'd be like, no, sorry, I haven't got any kids. I'd be like, no, I've never heard of her.
Got told that this morning, so I'm just checking with my sister and my nephews, like how many tickets to get, because it's a maximum of 6, and it's whether the boys' girlfriends want to come as well.
Yeah. Sorry, you were telling Jordan about eBay, and I think I interrupted.
Can't remember, but basically, just goes on holiday mode, and then that lengthens your dispatch time. So
my scheduled listings will carry on going up as usual.
Yes.
My shop will stay on, but I will put the holiday mode on, lengthen my dispatch time, and hopefully come back to a mountain of parcels to wrap.
Hopefully, last time I went on, where did we go? Croatia. I think I had like 60, 70 odd, which was all right. But yeah, that was a fun 48
the day
hours.
after you come back from holiday reminds you how much you need a fucking holiday. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah, I would have another holiday, except I don't want to go through this again. Oh, it's okay, Elaine. Just like, it is literally only the whole testing type scenario that is stressful. Everything else, like...
Yeah, that's the unknown thing, isn't it? That's the bit. I've been on holiday 1,000 times. I know how to go on holiday. What I don't know how to do is go on holiday during COVID. That's the unknown.
Exactly.
Part.
That's and you know, and just things like when we're out there, just, you know, what are their local rules? I'm presuming that everywhere is still going to be wear a mask type thing.
Laura is saying that she's just come back from Mallorca. So if anyone knows, Laura does. What was the mask situation there, Laura? Is it still? Because at one point, Tammy went last October to, I think Tenerife. And she said it was masks on at all times unless you are in your own apartment or sitting at a table somewhere.
What, even like next to the pool?
She said people had masks on at the beach.
Oh.
Which so but like I said, that was a year ago in Tenerife. So the world could have changed. Well, the world has changed considerably. Yeah, you know, the rules could be different now.
Oh, yes, so, please, Jordan. Yes, please.
Yeah. Oh, and I want to say hello to Stuart Civic Eagle, who I bumped into at the car boot this morning. Hi. He did that kind of hello, and I went good morning, and he said I'm Stuart, and I went hi, and he went Civic Eagle. I was like, aha, there it is. Everybody should be made to wear a badge with their YouTube username on there.
Oh, there you go. Inside shops, that fab.
Or where a 2 meter distance can't be maintained. Okay.
So like public transport shops are pretty much the same like here then, I guess. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah. Now, this is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. What are we going to do?
I'm nothing. Basically, the way Natalie and I usually work it on holiday is we have a day of doing something, followed by a day of resting, followed by a day of doing something, followed by... So you know what I mean? So that it balances a bit. Because you don't want to spend the entire week doing absolutely nothing. But on the other side of the coin, I'm on holiday and I don't want to spend the entire day rushing around trying to get to the next thing. So Lex has already been looking for things you can do in Mallorca. What things have you found, Lex?
Caves. Caves. I like the look of the caves. And you can go on a little boat like through the caves and they're all lit up and it looks absolutely beautiful. And it's called like ham caves or something. The caves made of ham. They're not made of ham. That would be ridiculous. That looks awesome. And then there's ones called like something quite gothic, like Dracu or something. And they look quite good as well, but they're like half-hour away. And then I've also checked out what there's a flea market on like the Saturday afternoon. And I've also found a charity shop as well.
Excellent. Whereas I've done nothing because I'm going on holiday.
Yes. That
is where we're going. We're going Calador, Linda.
Yeah.
We went there not October, the one before. So interesting. Perhaps your son was working there when we're going back to the same place that we stayed at. Nat and Debbie and Ryan and I stayed there 2 years ago. So it was small and not very interesting, but it's in another country, and that was all I wanted at the moment. I want to go to Turkey, but that's still on the red list. Oh, the other Civic Eagle. Yeah, I didn't get hardly anything at Trench, and it was poor pickings this morning, Stuart. Really poor pickings. Molly says just come back from a UK cruise and there to wear masks inside the ship and theatre. So what? Whenever you're in a public area in the ship, you had to have your mask on.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And that's exactly where Laura's been. So,
Ooh.
which hotel did you stay at, Laura? Just out of interest. Going to be the same one, isn't it?
Oh, that sounds so cool.
The fish have evolved with no eyes. I was going to say that sounds really sad, but if you've evolved that way, you don't know any different, do you? Know what I mean? It's not like they know what they're missing.
Evolved, as in like
that's just what they are. Yeah,
that's so cool. So I think I would like caves and a bookshop. Those are my I would quite like to do those things, but I would also just like to go and run into the sea and go yeah. It's not me.
It's not her, and it's never Nat.
Yeah.
The military show was just in a side bit of Easter Compton. You didn't see any of it. It was just off to one side, out of the way. How does Philibag work in terms of paying? I've not pay £3. Well, I've paid £3 always, so I just go and here's my £3 for my Philibag. How much did you pay, Stuart? I suppose it does depend how big your bag is and whatever. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. How much did you have?
Unless you were picking stuff up off Steve's table, in which case it's not, isn't it?
There's Richie Blank who says it was separate. Has everybody been to Easter Compton this morning? We could have had a get together.
Oh.
Seems like the world and his wife were there this morning. But yeah, it was very, very slim pickings. So I don't feel so bad about my death pile now.
Speaking of meetups, Steve Green is organising one in his hometown in Birmingham. So anybody that wants to go to Birmingham to meet Steve
doesn't realise he lives in Birmingham, but he does. It's Wolverhampton. It's the same.
Yeah, and you should message him.
Oh, sorry, Richie. Hi for this morning.
But message Steve. He knows all about it. He's not in the chat right now because he only comes in at the beginning and says hello, and then he goes off and watches telly. But yeah, so message Steve.
Laura, I think that is the same place. We are going to the Hotel Cassis d'Or, which is next door to Club Martha's. I think we're going to the same place you've just come back from.
What's the pool like?
There were 3 pools in the complex, I think. 2 or 3 pools in the complex.
Okay, I've never stayed in an apartment complex before. So this is in fact, I don't think I've stayed in a hotel since I was 11 or something. So
there's self-catering apartments, and we're going self-catering. So we went all-inclusive there last time, and when we saw the price for self-catering versus all-inclusive, we're just going to go self-catering because it'd be all right. Just try to find the cheapest possible way of going on holiday that I possibly could. Thank you, Molly. When are we going? 5th of October.
I'm going on holiday on the 4th of October.
Oh yeah, you're coming here first, aren't you?
Yeah. And then I'm going to leave some dirty pants at your house because I'm not going to take them with me.
Thanks. My house will love them. It is a bit weird, isn't it, to pack your dirty pants and take them with you? I can see that that's a bit odd.
Maybe I'll post them to me.
It's a bit weird to post yourself dirty laundry. If you just leave it here, I can wash it and then you can have them back clean.
I don't want you touching my pants.
It's just laundry.
No, you don't wash my dirty pants.
You can put them in the machine yourself, and I'll just put the powder in and turn it on. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been a mum for 30 years. I've touched a lot.
Not my mum though.
I've touched a lot of pants in my time. I'm trying to look for the price of my tiny sheeple thing. It's a proper tiny sheeple. Good God, £17.
Stephen, you should come on holiday with us. Oh, yeah, good point, Lainey. I'll just not wear any pants.
Works for Lainey.
Yeah?
Yeah, Elaine's pointing out I can sell them on eBay.
Not anymore.
Especially if I said they were yours.
But they've really cracked down on that now. Trust me, I've tried. Oh, yeah, you'll be denting, yes.
Denting.
Dentaling. Oh, thank you.
Just go to those caves and catch the fish they can't see, so it shouldn't be hard.
And eat them raw. Just smack them on a rock and go, like Bear Grylls.
There we go. Laura says that is exactly where we stayed.
Cool. But yeah, it's a nice pool there, and then I'm presuming that there's lots of restaurants nearby, and that we're like 100 meters from the beach.
Possibly a little bit more than 100 meters, but not that far from the beach.
Okay, and that there's like a bus or a tram or a train or something to Palmer.
Yes, all of those things.
Good. And I've got
to work out. We need to work out getting you back for your transfer, but you're booked on the transfer in both directions, because you don't split it when you book the transfer. So what I'm hoping is that we can talk to the transfer company and just get your transfer shunted up a couple of days.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully that's a possibility, and then there's no extra for you to pay. Theoretically, you've already paid for a transfer back. You just want it on a different day. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, if not, I'll probably just get the bus to. So it's bus to Bristol, the other one, not Parkway. What's the other one?
Temple Meads.
Temple Meads, and then Temple Meads to Parkway, and then Parkway home.
No, see, I'm talking about the Spanish bit, the Spanish end of it.
Oh, the Spanish end. Oh,
Spanish end of the transfer. You've paid for a transfer from the resort to the airport, because we paid for that in with the package, but it's all. You couldn't split it, so I couldn't change your date for your transfer, but I'm hoping the transfer company will be able to do that. Okay.
Well, if not, just taxi in it.
Yeah, it can only cost 40 million quid to get across the island. Elaine says she thinks Storr's mum is in cahoots with the dentist. That's the only way she gets to see him.
Ooh, yes, I saw the cathedral as well. Yeah. I do like
and my daughter, me and Lex and Natalie going.
Yeah, I just kind of muscled in on the holiday. Really, they were like, "Oh yeah, we're looking to book this holiday," and I was like, "Can I come?"
We were like, "If you want."
But because like me and my sister are going for tattoos on the Monday, which was when like you're still there, so I've got to come back early. So I'm only having 5 days. Which is fine. That's enough.
Just to be somewhere else. Oh, excuse me.
Exactly. Just to have a new place to go, because I like going new places. I've never been to Mallorca. Let's give it a go. See what's there.
Several times.
Oh, see, I'm not a go back to the same person kind of place.
No, other way around. Same place kind of person.
Yeah, that one.
No, I've been to different bits of Mallorca several times.
Yeah, no, I've never. I suppose the only city I've gone back to a few times has been Edinburgh, and I would go back to Paris, and I would go back to Dubrovnik. I probably wouldn't do Amsterdam again. Not that fussed on Prague.
See, my method of booking a holiday is go to the holiday website and literally put in, I don't care where I go, show me what's cheapest, and go there. Just whatever's cheap, I'll go wherever's cheap.
I want to go to Bora Bora. Bora Bora.
Where's the one with the stilt houses in the sea?
Bora Bora.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It's like 17 hours away. It's like, oh, that's a bit far. It's a bit far.
Hi, DBG.
Top of the morning. Oh, and we're gonna go to Dublin in March for Alana's 30th birthday.
Nice.
I've known her since she was 15. No. Never been to Turkey.
I've been to Turkey 16 times, I think it is.
Jesus.
I think it's 16. Might be 17. Lost track.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I would go to 17 different places, see.
I go wherever's cheapest, and if it's cheap, then I go there. And I'm like, I'm going for the weather and the relaxation, and you get to the point where you've made friends, so then you're going to see your friends. So it sounds really, really insular, but I'm like, you don't need to see anywhere anymore because you can see it all the time anyway. When people go, but you won't feel the wonder of standing in front of the Taj Mahal. I'm like, not really that bothered. I don't see the point in city breaks. City breaks seem completely pointless to me. All cities look the same. They are all loud, smelly, and full of traffic. The only difference is the number plates. That's it. And I'm like, a city break is a horrible idea.
Oh, I like a city break.
Yes, you don't have to feel the same way as I do. That's for me, a holiday is about going somewhere where I can spend a week, knowing that I haven't got to be anywhere else and do anything else. That's it. That's what holiday is for. So yeah.
Oh yes, I'd like to go to Poland as well.
Dilly saying English COVID passport plans ditched apparently.
Oh, but not for Wales. No, because we're bloody pain in the arse in Wales, aren't we? Yeah. I suppose it's nice to go into a place where you already know the area, because the first day is just like, where am I? I'm lost. So at least you're not wasting time like getting lost like I normally do.
Apparently the plans that have been dropped are the plans for domestic COVID passports for going clubbing and stuff like that. Vaccine passport plans for nightclubs and events have been scrapped, confirmed Sajid Javid. Have I pronounced him wrong? Sajid Javid. Sorry, Sajid, I've mispronounced you. I beg your pardon. I'm sure
he's there in the chat going, "Oh, you."
But yeah, that doesn't seem to relate to holiday plans. That seems to be relating to the plans that they had for using them in social settings here. I'm Molly. I'm not a fan of flying, but I'm even less of a fan of getting on a boat. I get terrible seasick. Oh my word, vomitous. Morning, Dawn. Hello, or good evening. Very good morning. Good, very early morning to you. Yeah. Oh no, bloody hell, Mandy. Not yet, Clapham Coins. We haven't actually fathomed it all out yet. We're still. Yes, let us know your friend, because Jordan lives down to road from me, so I'm presuming his friend also lives down to road. So let me know, please. I'll just do whatever she does. Oh, Cuba, that would be a good place. My mate Fiona went over there when the Rolling Stones were playing. That's a good one. Oh, Mandy's kids have got COVID. Hopefully they'll be all right with it, Mandy, and just people seem to be. I mean, I don't know how much of that is vaccination effect, but people seem to be getting through it easier, don't they? Oh no, Stephen, boots were awful. I went in there and they didn't know anything about it. No, not that they didn't know anything about COVID. They just went like, oh no, we don't do it here. If you go to Express Test online, they can like, oh, thanks. But I mean, again, that might just be because it's Wales, and and they also said like, oh, but we don't give out advice on COVID tests because things change so much. And I'm like, yeah, bloody tell me about it. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be fine. And if not, I live in Mallorca. And Mum will just have to pick up my eBay. Oh, she'll love that, yeah. Yeah. Can she do mine as well? Actually, she did. When I had my operation, she was pretty good at doing all the parceling and stuff. So, probably could. Oh. Yeah, it'll all work out. It'll all work out. Fine. Oh,
Thank you, Alison.
I will tell her, Alison. Is there any specific aspect of her loveliness that you picked up on, or just generally?
The hood.
The hood. The massive hood. Lost underneath that enormous hood. We're all right, Debs. We're all right. I'm sleepy. I had a very weird night's sleep. There was a little fly in my bedroom before I went to sleep. And I dreamt about him all night. I dreamt that he was in my face. And I don't know whether he actually was or whether it was just me dreaming. But I spent half the night waking up going like and he probably wasn't even there, but he'd infiltrated my dreams, you know?
There's probably some hidden meaning of that as well.
Yeah. Hidden meaning of fly in your bedroom drawing, yeah.
Like a fly in the ointment.
Oh. I'll go and pick up Mum in a minute.
Ooh, shingles. Ooh.
Hi, Rich. Where are all the furry friends? Natalie is in the garden with the girls, and I believe all the dogs are out there hoping that some food will forthcome. They've had their breakfast. They don't need any food, but they hang around the kids just in case, you know. Kids drop stuff, don't they? So, yeah, shingles isn't nice, is it? Oh, it's the hood that did it. I thought it would, yeah. Joe says, I ducked when the big bird flew at the camera and Noah's like, so did I, Joe. Thing is, they said, try to stay still. And I was like, oh my God, if I don't stay still, I'm going to frighten the bird. But it's coming at my face. And I'm sure, because the bloke heard me react, and I'm sure because it was flying from the lady to the guy behind. And I'm sure he deliberately went and stood behind me several times. I'm sure he did. Which was lovely from the point of view of vlogging it, but also a bit kind of nerve-wracking.
Okay, so Carla goes, just as Craig says, I had a nightmare the other night with Lex in it. I moved next door to her and the house and the street was haunted. Haunted by me?
I fell out.
You did fall out, yes. How did you manage that?
I don't know. I put my foot on this wire and then I went, and I've just put my foot on the wire again and I haven't gone, so who knows?
Bizarre. But yeah, Craig's been dreaming about me again.
We all dream about you.
I know. Yeah.
Molly says, how did we both meet up? Like this?
Yeah. This is how our friendship started. Well, actually, no, it started by me in the chat.
Would we call it a friendship? Is that? Yes, our acquaintance began. No, we are friends. We are. Oh, thank you, Laura. Laura's just sent me a link to book our test to come home. You book it for the day before you fly home. You don't pay until you attend for the test and you get the results to your email within 20 minutes. Thank you, Laura. That is extremely helpful and much appreciated.
See, I read one about or someone was telling me about one that you can, that you take with you.
And yet on the government website, it says you cannot take the NHS tests out and use them out there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm very confused by all of it.
That's why it's also, yeah. I don't know. It'll be fine. Everyone I know that has done it has gone like, oh, actually, it's all really easy. It's like, well, that's good. I would like to be in that position quite soon where I go, right, I know what I'm doing. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know, but there we are.
But yes, that's how we met, Molly. We met through YouTube, basically. It's YouTube and the resellers community. And then there was going to be a meetup. Neil and Angela were doing a meetup in Hitchin, and I said, I'll come and I'll bring Lex. And Lex went, oh, okay, apparently I'm going.
Yeah, because
we met for the first time on the station platform, didn't we, Lovey?
Yes.
Sort of. Yeah.
Sort of. I got in Carla's car and went, hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Aragog is the giant spider from Harry Potter, Dawn. I should think so too, Claire Borden. Turning up at this time, it's 5,000 lines.
Disgraceful.
Yeah, Aragog is the massive Harry Potter spider. I think I vlogged this once a very, very long time ago. I went to sleep one night. There was a bundle of coat hangers on the back of my door frame or in the corner. There was a massive bundle of coat, and I woke up in the night and that looked like the most enormous spider you've ever seen in your life. I think I'll put it on Facebook, a picture of Facebook going, tell me you wouldn't have thought this was a massive spider. I woke up going, what the fuck is that? And it was just coat hangers, all in a bundle.
That would have scared the shit out of me.
Store says my friend was trying to plan a visit to their second home in France and the entire dining table was covered in COVID paperwork. Easy once you've done it, but not before.
Yeah.
Yeah, Katie's saying she took a test with it. It wasn't an NHS one, but Chronomics with TUI to Greece last month.
Okay. And it's just so confusing, like the, rapid
passenger
antigen.
locator form is the bit that sounds terrible.
Oh,
The passenger locator form sounds like about 18 years of paperwork, doesn't it? And I can't understand. I mean, I've never seen one, so I don't know what's on it. But surely I have a passport. My passport is registered to my home address. How can I possibly need any more locating than that?
Yeah.
You know?
And we have booked the tickets.
Yeah.
And everything, and they've come to if you need to contact me, you've got my email, my phone number, my home address, my passport, what I look like.
So what is this passenger locator form going to be? What is it? What is going to be on there that you don't already have? What's that all about? And when do I do that? Laura, any ideas? See, he says it's for them to know what Jordan says, for them to know where you're staying. There by Dodo. But they know where I'm staying because I've booked a holiday. It just gets more and more, yeah.
I mean, like, I kind of know the reasons why they're making it so complicated. It's to put you off going. It's to, to dissuade you from taking a holiday, isn't it? So, and especially in Wales, that's why they're making it equally as, like, scary.
Randy says you could have waited till 2040 to have a holiday. COVID may be over there. If I'd waited till 2040 to have a holiday, I think I'd have lost my mind. The only thing that will get me through another British winter is a bit of a dose of sunshine before. It's the only thing that get me through it. I can't. I know it sounds extremely dramatic, and somebody will no doubt have a field day with what I've just said, but I cannot face another British winter without a dose of sunshine, and we haven't had a summer. I just feel like summer didn't get here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Mike, that was our first video together.
Liz says, how are the dogs? Kai is still back and forth from the vets. His wound opened up a little bit last week, so we popped back. That'll be in this week's waffle. But he's okay. He's doing okay. He's got another week of antibiotics. So we're still going to the vets on a weekly basis. Yeah. Antoinette says the locator form is easy. It's the address, location you're staying in. Did one when I went to Ireland last week. We did it on our phones. Okay. And then Linda says locator form for entry into Spain and another one for return into the UK. They don't take too long to complete. Maybe they're not as bad as I'm dreading then.
I think that they're probably all okay doing it once it's the finding out where these forms are. Like we were talking to someone at the makeup counter the other day, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we just come back from Greece and it was easy. You just did it on your phone." It's like, yeah, but did what?
Where on my phone? Where is it on my phone?
Oh, we just downloads onto the app. What app? What are you downloading?
Where app? Who app?
So no, you just get a test online.
The form is on the government website.
Not on our government website. Our government website just goes download the PDF, and then you download the PDF, and then it goes, oh, but rules are different depending on me because you're in Wales and me.
Elaine says they should liaise with the What With 3 Words app. I find that What 3 Words thing very strange. Hi, Anne. I find it very odd. I don't understand why it was necessary. We already had locations. You have latitude and longitude, and that's where you are and stuff like that.
Yeah, but but it's like to within like a meter square. So say if you're say like my house, right? We use the back door, don't use the side door. So if you're telling someone like they always ignore, can you come to the back door? And they always go to the side door. So if you had like What 3 Words, you'd be able to say, look, it's Charlie Foxtrot Romeo or whatever, you dross, which would mean back door. So they would be able to go, right, this is the location to within a meter square. I think it's genius.
I find it very strange.
It's
It's
cool.
very strange. Very, very. Like I said, I can see that it would be useful if you're lost on a fucking mountaintop. I can see that might be. If you're on a mountaintop, you're probably going to signal anyway. So, I think that's what struck me about it, is that the more obscure locations where you might be most likely to need it, you are less likely to have a fucking phone signal and be able to use it.
Very true, yeah.
Right, I think it's time to say goodbye because I've got to go and pick up my mother.
You do. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm having leftover Indian. And yeah, might watch a film. Pardon me. Oh, yes, done that bit.
Yeah, I've done that, but I've got my NHS COVID pass. No problem there. I've got that.
It's everything else.
Catherine, look at that. I looked from my house and one of the words was reseller. Dum, dum, dum. Okay, so my 3 words then are going to be dogs, loud, sofa.
Ah.
Carry On Cabby's a classic film, which I bloody love a Carry On film.
I haven't watched a Carry On film.
Carry On at the Khyber.
Is that your favourite?
I think that's funny.
Okay.
My favourite is Carry On, Don't Lose Your Head. Or Carry On at Your Convenience. That's another good one.
They are sort of like Bond films to me, where they all just seem like the same thing. So I don't know which one I would find funny, because I haven't seen any for years. I know Carry On Camping is that one.
Yeah.
Bedoying, because that's the classic scene that's played all the time, isn't it? But I don't really know any of the others.
People are now saying their favourites.
So yeah, I'll probably watch a film this afternoon. And I don't know what else to do.
I have to tidy up in here, do a couple of parcels, go and pick up my mother.
Parcels, that might be a good idea. Although it's been rubbish on the bay this week. Do you know why? Because I've got 2 freaking open returns.
I've got 2 open returns as well. A lovely total of about 80 quid going back out.
Yeah, for like does not fit, and a necklace that does not fit.
Because she's Jabba the Hutt.
And it's like, even though it measures, it's in there, but you don't read. No, anyway, necklace does not fit, and something else does not, whatever, and lo and behold, they're waiting until the very last minute to send it, aren't they?
Yeah.
But one of them's closing tomorrow, and they haven't sent it yet, so.
That's all right, because they'll get a lovely email from eBay tomorrow reminding them to send it, and there you go. On the last possible day, they'll send it back. Hurrah!
Go, oh, you've got another 7 days in which. No.
Hi, Yvonne. You're just in time to watch us go. Sorry. Nadine says she's got no returns and it's been shite. You're not alone.
And Josh said that he had a bad day yesterday as well.
Josh had a 0 sale day. His first 0 sales day in 45 days. Bless him. And it's annoying that when you've got a nice unbroken streak and you're like, yeah. Right. Thank you all for joining us this morning. There are 228 of you watching. Hope you've been mildly entertaining in some way.
We have to name all 228 of those people right now in alphabetical order. Not really. That would be quite difficult.
Cool. Go out in a minute, aren't you? Yeah. Hurry up if you're going to get it finished. Lex is playing on the iPad. Missed it. Right, as I was saying before Lexi came in, thank you all for joining us. I hope you've been mildly entertained this morning, and thank you for everyone who has helped and given us advice this morning on the stuff we need to know. We appreciate all of you very much.
Most of you.
No, all of them. I don't think there's anyone there in the chat that I don't. Well, actually, I know there's a couple of people watching that we don't appreciate, but they're not in the chat. We know you're there. We can see you watching us. You like it, don't you? You like it. You do. You say you don't, but secretly you love it.
Bye.
It's not weird. Bye, everybody. Awkward wave. Where's the end broadcast?